How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the Goldmine Scenes podcast. How you doing? Good, good. um, Honestly, I could be doing better. Just nothing major. Don't worry, guys. Um, this might be a really short episode, but I just wanted to, you know, obviously catch up with everyone and see how things are going. But you know, I'll just get straight to the point. Um, no matter, like I said, things are going well for me. Don't worry about a thing. But it's just like you need to really, and I'm going hard, right? And not even a minute in, but you know, go go with your gut and trust what you trust in. Like, excuse me, I got another burp. Sorry, but don't uh don't hold back. Like trust your gut. Mean what you mean. Don't have a bad tone. Try to convey things properly. Get the point across. Um, I've just been dealing with that type of thing lately where it's like not clearly speaking up and not necessarily speaking up, but speaking in the right way, I should say. Um, I don't know. It's just like, some people take things differently, and especially the way you make it sound, especially, your tone, um, your how you voice whatever you're having to say. Um, be concise, be, you know, sure. And I mean, I always am. But it's just, trying to convey your message to anyone who's trying to listen to you, or even is listening to you. But, uh, just do what you can to make sure that you uh, can make sure that other people understand where you're coming from in a positive manner as opposed to a negative manner. I have always tried to do those types of things and feel like it's necessary. Uh, but if you say it in the wrong tone or manner, it's like, or however you're trying to convey your message, it might come off the wrong way. And I don't ever mean to do that. Hopefully, you guys have never thought that. Um, but, you know, sometimes it gets the best of you, and not in a bad way, but just, curiosity, excitement, whatever. It's just you're, asking questions, or you're not very uh, controlling. Not necessarily not controlling, but like, how would I say this better? Like, or more controlling of yourself and the way you think about things and want to portray it as so and have someone understand that it's coming from that point of view as opposed to something that is negative or confusing. Um, but I feel like I still have issues with that when it comes to letting someone know, not necessarily let someone know how I feel, but more or less asking questions and things, and it might come off a bit jumpy or just like n- nosy. Maybe that's a better example. Not even like just like, hey, blah blah blah. But whatever whatever you're trying to get across, just make sure it's to the point, and you don't ever want to misconstrue something. Um, and when you're trying to get those obvious signs of what someone is trying to tell you, even though they're not vocal about it, you you still have to learn to read those signs and understand it physically and or mentally. Um, but everyone has to learn. It isn't automatic or right away, even if you feel like those notions are coming to you, at a fast rate or just in a better way, but you still might not fully understand. Um, but it takes time as long as you have really good communication and that when you say these things or whatever you say can be understood in the way that you meant it as opposed to something that you didn't mean and or just misconstruing things. And I'm sorry if you hear cars passing by. um, it can get a bit loud at this time of night, but I felt like I mean, not felt like I do have to record my stuff, for the podcast, and I have been lacking, mostly just been stressed out about this, that, and the other thing, trying to, make sure I cross all the T's and dot the I's while also not, pushing too hard. Um, but it's definitely a learning experience for all of us, and some people might understand it better than others. So you just have to keep working towards that and working, moving forward and hoping that it, comes more thoroughly to you in a better fashion as opposed to, something rough and long term, drawn out. But I hope all this is making some sort of sense. But, I'm just trying to elaborate on different types of subjects that might pop up and or scenarios that could work better for you if you took it down a different avenue. And, you know, even if the way you took it and the way you pursued it was in a positive fashion, some people might not understand that or perceive it as something different, and then you have to explain that, which is totally fine. But I mean, it can't hinder different elements of many different things depending on what it is or what you're trying to do, say, get done, whatever it may be. But just know, I mean, I'm sure you all know if you've experienced this type of thing, if you've understand what I've been saying for the last 8 minutes, is that, you're true to your heart and that, you mean what you mean and you love who you love and whatever the case may be, and that you can have the other person understand that and or the project you're working on or situation you're in or whatever it may be. Just make sure that you're thorough and concise and, to the, I don't want to be like to the point, but pretty much to the point. But I don't mean to make this very short and possibly confusing to everyone, but I think that will be it for the podcast for this week. I know it's very short, and some people might not like that, but that's all I have for now. Things have been going well at work. Things are going well. I mean, I don't want to say with acting because it's still pretty stagnant. Um, but other than that, I would say things are rolling along well, and all you can do is learn from your experiences and keep pushing forward. But no matter what, don't give up. Try to understand, try to move forward and keep persevering towards whatever you're trying to do, say, convey, uh, create, whatever it may be. Just don't stop and keep doing what you want to do. And just listen to your heart and trust your gut. But until that, next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.